welcome back to the vlog. Last time I talked to you guys, I was about to head to Ottawa to go see my parents for Christmas. Well, I've had my whole Christmas holiday. It was lovely. And now I'm back in Toronto. I actually just dropped my mom off at the airport and she should be landing in about 40 minutes maybe in South Africa. I've been following the flight, and then once she's able to connect to Wi-Fi, obviously she will message me just to let me know that she arrived. But I did get a message from her this morning at about 3:40 in the morning, basically saying that she had landed in Dubai and then she was going to go and wait for her next flight to Johannesburg. So because my mom is on that trip, I do have little Luna here. She is staying for 3 weeks with me, so she will also be in the vlogs. Luna, come here. Come say hi, little one. For anyone who has not met Luna yet, this is her right here. I call her little one because when we picked her up, she was a puppy and she was like the size of a stick of butter. You were so small. She's a little more vocal than Bennet, but we love having her here. So our featured guest. I also just want to take a moment for this matching set that I got myself for Christmas. It's from Splendid. So it's got the matching sweatpants, and this sweater is so comfy. And not only that, but this is the collection with Wild One. If you are a dog owner or lover, then you've probably heard or at least seen an ad from Wild One. I see them all the time. And I would love one of their walking sets for Bennet. Wild One, if you're watching and would like to work with me, I'd be so down, and I bet Bennet would too. Email me. So as I was saying, Wild One is a company for dogs, which means stop it. This is a matching sweater for Bennet. I know, it's a bit excessive and it's a bit extreme and no one needs this, but I saw it and I felt like I needed it. It is a bit big on him, I will say that. This is the small, but it's always kind of in between sizes because he's small for his breed, but he's big on like the small scale. It's hard to describe. I debated between the extra small and the small. I ultimately ordered the small. I think the extra small would have been too small for him, but he's kind of on the smaller side of this. Okay, 1 second, I'm gonna put him in it. I will show you. But I think I can sew it to like make it a little bit smaller. I'm sure I could do something with it. So this is what he looks like when he's wearing his. Isn't that so cute? Oh my god, it's so extreme. This was definitely a purchase I did not need to do, but I'm also so happy by it. It makes me so happy. Oh, sweetheart. It must be the weather too. He's extra tired today. Regardless of it being a little bit big, he looks so cute. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is the color navy. It doesn't really look navy to me though. It looks like almost, I don't know, like a steel blue more so. A navy I expect to be dark and more like midnight blue, I guess. This is definitely not screaming navy to me, but I love the color. I love it. I have worn this so much already. We wore it on Christmas Day. I wore it several times over the break. And now we can match. Okay, I'm gonna show you how this fits him. In case anyone else was interested, because I couldn't find any videos on this, okay? He's in a small. All right, baby. Model for us. He doesn't really like to walk in it. He hates walking in anything that's kind of weird. Right here. There's a lot of extra fabric that's right here. You can see it dips down quite low. I mean, they do suggest wearing a harness underneath, which will help, but he's so thin. In the back, it's just like so much extra fabric. So I'm thinking I might be able to sew it so that it doesn't sit as low, because I'd love for him to be able to wear this, you know, the cooler months when it's maybe fall time, but it would drag on the ground, and that's the only thing I'm worried about. Or maybe we just keep this as your indoor sweater. What do you think, sweet cheeks? You want to give us your honest review? Is it like a 2 out of 5? Is it a 3 out of 5? You're so cute, and I love how we match each other. You can see here where it says Splendid and Wild One. Oh, Pee-Pee, I love you so much. And here on my sleeve, it also says Splendid and Wild One. And then right here on the pants, super cute. I'm gonna consider this video a bit of my, I guess, 2025 reset in many ways. It is January the 4th today, so it's not before January 1st. We're definitely into January now. But for me, I was still in Ottawa during that first little bit of January, and so it still felt like the holidays. And now that I'm back in my apartment, now it feels like my 2025 is really kicking off, and I want to start, I guess, those like New Year's resolution type things. And the main thing on my list is to clean my kitchen, but let's first talk about 2025. I'm gonna get cozy for this. First, I just want to preface this by saying that this is not set in stone. Nothing is going to be written down. It's not going to be goals in the way that I guess other people are setting goals, because I find that is too much pressure on me. I just want to have goals mentally in my brain as I'm going throughout my day that I want to do better at. First of all, one thing that I failed at in 2024, and I know this for a fact, is my fitness. I was really good at the beginning of the year. And when I say beginning of the year, it's probably April to June. You know, working out consistently. I'm not on a diet, but just eating, you know, my choices were better. And then the summer hit and that all went really downhill. And this is partially why too that I was taking so long to come back onto YouTube, is because I kind of have felt like the worst version of myself. And I say that because I haven't been working out consistently and I haven't been making the right choices when it comes to my health and eating and whatnot. And so the last week of the holidays and then really this first week of January, I've been focusing heavily on that. That is my thing. It's like, okay, you're gonna be working at getting back into fitness. It's really hard to jump back into it once you've been out of it for a bit. So I'm trying to do that. I've been working out pretty much every day, you know, with rest days, but every day. One thing for 2025, and I think I did make this a goal for 2023, I think it was, is to just work out more in the week. So it doesn't have to be 5 days a week, but maybe it's 3 days a week. I just need to make it more of a consistent thing. And that is something that I struggle with all the time, especially when things get busy. The first thing to go is the exercise. And I know you can make 15 minutes in your day for a workout. I know it's possible. I just get sort of like mentally lazy, and I have to remember that on days where I'm not feeling like working out. I know that I feel better after I do. Second thing I want to do better in 2025 are my finances. Not that I did badly in 2024. I won't say I did badly. I stayed out of debt. But I also feel like the money that I do have on hand, I haven't been managing very well. I've talked about this several times, but I do live in a very expensive city. Things are very expensive. My bills used to be 70% of my paycheck, which is very, very high. I think what you should be aiming for is like 30. And I always felt, because I get paid once a month, so I always felt like at the end of that time period between, you know, it's like 1 week until my paycheck, I would have nothing in my account and I couldn't buy food. I would be eating like rice and protein powder, not together obviously, but that would be like my meals. I'd be struggling. And then in the middle of last year, I got a raise and I was like, oh my God, this is gonna make such a huge difference. Maybe I won't be struggling to get food anymore. But I haven't been very good with what I choose to buy. And I still end the month without any money for more food. And that's not cool. It can't be that way. I need to make better financial decisions. And if I'm able to buy the food that I need to buy, like the healthier foods, maybe I'll stay on track for what I want to do with my fitness and stuff. They kind of go hand in hand. If I can't buy the healthy foods that I need to eat, then I don't feel like working out because I'm like, well, I'm not even eating healthy. What's the point? Like my brain is constantly fighting with itself. Also, side note, not related at all, but I booked an appointment 2 weeks from now, so January 18th, to get, I don't even know if it would be surgery, I guess something removed that has been a constant insecurity of mine like for years. And I wonder if you guys can guess what it might be. It's small, it's nothing big, but anyway, I'm going to be going in for that appointment in 2 weeks, and obviously I'm going to take you guys along, but it's nothing I need to do. It's purely cosmetic, but I just hope that it makes me feel a little bit better about myself, because I think we all have those insecurities, and some you just kind of learn to live with, and others you can do something about, and I can do something about this one, so I'm gonna go do it. Before I start my cleaning, I just realized that I needed some food. I was starting to get a little cranky, and maybe you guys could tell with my little rant, but I need some food. I did have a protein bar after my workout, but it's lunchtime now, and I need some substantial food, so I'm making some eggs. Oh, my fridge just turned on. Weird. But anyway, does anyone else feel like that when you get hungry? It's almost as if your body completely shuts down, like you can't do anything until you've had food? Because that's me. Procrastinated cleaning my kitchen probably as much as I can. So I'm going to start now, and I'm going to start with the very top and make my way downward. I will preface this by saying I already did clean behind the stove and the fridge, so I don't need to do that. Yay for me, I did that yesterday in preparation for doing the rest of it today. So I'm gonna pop my headphones in. I'm listening to Caleb Hammer. He's a financial YouTuber. He keeps me on track financially. I love listening to him. When he yells at other people, it's almost like he's yelling at me. And sometimes you need that little kick in the butt. All right, let's do this. just finished cleaning all up here. Not everything is back yet because I washed everything that was up there because, you know, dust. So anyway, this is the stuff that's drying, and then I have a few things here and then a few things that I washed here. So I'm gonna take a break. It's 4 o'clock now and the doggies need a little bit of a walk before the sun goes down. So I'm gonna do that first and then we're gonna continue with the kitchen. Really needed it. Again, it was sort of that moment where I was like, okay, I'm getting hungry. I gotta feed myself. But I'm sure you guys saw that I got something in the mail. Here it is. So pretty funny actually. Remember in my last vlog, I had to make that Amazon return? Well, I returned 2 items, obviously same day. Both were scanned and I gave them to the guy. He scanned them, he scanned the barcodes, all of that stuff, right? He did like all the things. And over the holidays, I got a notice from Amazon being like, thank you so much for your return. And I thought, great, they got the item, that's awesome. And I looked and it only indicated that one of them had been returned, not both. And that obviously like kind of concerned me, but at the same time, I was like, well, maybe they just shipped at different times and one made it there and then one didn't. And then yesterday I got another email from them being like, we still haven't received your return yet. Please ship it by January the 12th. And I'm like, oh my God, did the item get lost? It's been like 2 weeks. So I contacted Amazon. I was like chatting with someone and I just said, I shipped them both at the same time. I keep receiving emails that one, you know, didn't get to you. I'm kind of nervous because I did ship it. It's sort of like out of my hands. And the girl on the other end was like doing her little researchy thing. And then she's like, oh no, it's all good. We got the item. You can just ignore all those messages. And just for that, for the inconvenience, we're gonna gift you a $25 gift card. And I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. So then of course, you know, as everyone does, I have like an Amazon wish list and I was looking at my wish list. And since I'm filming again, 2 of the issues I have when I film is 1, the battery life of my camera, which is a major problem. And I don't want to buy a new battery because I want to buy a new camera. And I don't know what camera I want yet. So I don't want to buy a battery and then buy a new camera and they don't, you know, they don't match, they're not compatible. So the other problem that I have is my card is rather small, the card and the camera, and these files are massive, they're 4K. And so my card fills up really, really quickly. So I got myself a new card, and with the $25 off, I only paid $1 for this. $1. It's 128 gigabytes, which is double the size of this card. So I didn't need anything like super massive, but I wanted something that was bigger than the one that's currently in the camera. And so yay, 1 problem solved. And this I can use when I get a new camera, which is awesome. Thanks Amazon for the present. It's just the kind of thing that I knew that I wanted, but I kept putting it off because I'm like, well, I have a card. It's just the inconvenience of having to empty the card all the time, like spend time like doing that as opposed to actually filming, but happy to have now a bigger card. That was a nice surprise yesterday. Here we go, brand new card. The vlogging life just got a little bit better. I didn't get very far in the kitchen, by the way. All this stuff has been put up again. That whole top part is done. I never got to the cabinets and it's late now. And honestly, I'm tired, so I don't think I'm gonna be doing them. This kind of took it out of me because I ended up washing that container because of all the little holes and stuff. It took forever to dry and I couldn't put it away wet. So I ended up waiting and waiting and waiting, and all this stuff was out here just like taking up all the space in the kitchen. And so I was like, okay, well, I gotta wait for this to dry, and all of the steam got knocked out of me. So we'll just have to continue with the kitchen later. I keep thinking it's Sunday because I will often vlog both Saturday and Sunday. And because I was here also on Friday, just at home, it feels like Sunday. I keep thinking that I go back to work tomorrow, but I have 1 more day. And that's why I'm trying to do kind of like, I guess, all the vlogging today, because then I can spend tomorrow, you know, enjoying my last day of holiday and also doing all the little things that I need to do, all those last minute things. Well, everyone, I think I'm gonna call it. I think I'm gonna end the vlog right here. I still have some things to do tonight and I'm getting tired. I'm getting like really exhausted, and I think it's because I went to bed late last night. I was worried about my mom and her flight and all that, so I had trouble sleeping. And then I got up early this morning because my mom always gets up super early, and Luna is like, you know, go, 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 right at 7 a.m. Yay me! It'll be great when I'm back to work. She'll be like a second alarm for me in the morning. But all to say, I am pretty tired right now, and I can feel myself fading. So I might as well just end the vlog right here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already, and hit the bell if you want to get notified as to when I will be posting next. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye!